The Lion's Way, the Unapologetic Path to Power and Leadership, by the Protocols of Astrian. The world is full of voices telling you to be quieter, to fit in, and to wait your turn. You are taught to follow the rules, stay in line, and not make too much noise. This path feels safe, but deep down it leaves you hungry for something more. You watch others take the lead, claim the opportunities, and live with a boldness you only dream of, and that quiet hunger turns into a frustrating ache. It is the ache of unused potential, of a voice not used, and of a throne you have not yet claimed. That feeling is not a mistake. It is a signal. It is your inner spirit, tired of grazing with the herd, beginning to sense a far greater destiny. It is the first distant rumble of your own roar, waiting to be born. This book is for that part of you that knows, without a doubt, you were born for more than just following. Forget everything you think you know about power and leadership. Real strength is not about being the loudest or the most aggressive in the room. True leadership is not a title you are given. It is a presence you carry. This is the call of the lion, a call to a different way of being. The lion does not apologize for its strength, negotiate for its territory, or beg for its share. It moves with a calm certainty that changes the very air around it. It leads its pride with fierce protection and earns respect through unwavering courage. This book is your map out of the herd and onto the sunlit plains of your own power. We are not here to learn tricks. We are here to trigger a transformation, to awaken the sovereign that has been sleeping within you. Your old life of doubt ends now. The path of the lion's way begins. Chapter 1. Stop grazing, start hunting. Look around at your life right now and ask yourself a simple question. Am I hunting or am I grazing? The herd spends its days moving together, heads down, consuming whatever is easiest and closest. This is the life of passive reaction, taking what the world gives you, following the same safe paths, and living on a diet of scraps and other people's leftovers. The hunger never truly goes away because you are never truly fulfilled. You feel the frustration of routine, the quiet resentment of unmet goals, and the dull ache of knowing you are capable of so much more. That life is a choice, not a sentence, and today you choose to leave it behind. You are done with the crowded, dusty trails of the herd. Your future lies on the open hunt. Your first act of power is to lift your head and see the horizon. The hunter lives by a different rule. The hunter chooses a target, focuses with single-minded intent, and moves with purpose toward it. Your dreams are not just wishes, they are your prey. You must see them clearly, smell them on the wind, and decide that they belong to you. This is not about being ruthless toward others. It is about being dedicated to your own mission. The hunter understands that energy spent wandering in circles is energy wasted. Every step must bring you closer to your goal. Today, identify one thing you truly want, one piece of prey. See it, name it, and feel the shift inside you from someone who hopes to someone who hunts. The grass is for those who follow. The feast is for those who dare to lead the chase. The herd is loud and full of opinions, constantly chattering about what is safe and what is risky. To hunt, you must learn to tune out that noise and listen to a deeper, quieter voice within you. This is your instinct, your primal compass. It is the part of you that already knows the way. When the herd says stay, your instinct might whisper go. Trust that whisper. That is the voice of the lion waking up inside you. It is not reckless, it is supremely confident. Practice listening for it in small decisions. Which path feels more alive? Which choice makes your energy rise? Start following that feeling. The herd follows the crowd's fear. You will learn to follow your own courageous intuition. Choosing your territory is your declaration of independence. It means saying, this area of my life, my health, my career, my relationships, is mine to command. You are no longer a visitor in your own life, hopping for permission. You are the sovereign, claiming your rightful domain. This does not mean you have it all figured out yet. It means you have decided to figure it out on your own terms. Draw a line in the sand of your mind. On one side is your past of grazing and waiting. On the other is your future of hunting and claiming. Step over that line. Feel the solid ground of your own resolve beneath your feet. Your territory awaits its ruler. The hunt begins not with a sprint but with a stalk. This is the phase of patient, intelligent observation and planning. Study your goal, learn its patterns, understand what resources you need and what obstacles stand in your way. This focused preparation is what separates the strategic hunter from the chaotic wanderer. Channel your energy into this planning phase. Write things down, map them out, and think 3 steps ahead. This calm, collected work builds the momentum that will fuel your final, decisive sprint. The herd acts on impulse and panics at the first sign of difficulty. You will act on a plan and adapt with calm precision. Feel the change happening within you already. Your eyes are opening to opportunities you once walked right past. Your mind is beginning to strategize instead of just worry. You are tasting the first hint of real power, the power of direction. This is the essence of the lion's way, replacing reaction with action and fear with focus. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with the decision to stop wandering and start walking with purpose. You have made that decision. You have lifted your head from the grass. Now take your first quiet, powerful step forward. The hunt is on, and the prize is the life you were always meant to live. Chapter 2. The fear is real, but so are you. Let's be perfectly clear. The lion is not fearless. Standing before a charging buffalo or facing a rival for territory, the lion feels the sharp sting of fear. The difference is profound. The lion feels the fear, but it does not let the fear make the decisions. Fear is a signal, an ancient alarm system designed to keep you alive. It is not a command center meant to run your life. Your goal is not to become a person who never feels afraid. That is impossible. Your goal is to become the person who feels the tremble in their legs, takes a deep breath, and moves forward anyway. That moment, where you choose action over paralysis, is where your courage is forged. It is the moment you stop being a victim of your feelings and start being the hero of your story. Think of fear as energy, a wild, electric current flowing through your body. The herd's reaction is to freeze, to let that energy lock them in place until the danger passes. The hunter's way, the lion's way, is to transform that energy. You must learn to catch that jolt of fear and channel it. Feel it in your chest. That is fuel for your focus. Feel it in your hands. That is power for your grip. This is your biological readiness for greatness, horribly misunderstood. Your heart is not pounding to tell you to run away. It is pounding to deliver more oxygen to your muscles for the challenge ahead. It is preparing you to be stronger, faster, and more alert. Thank your fear for trying to help, then politely tell it you are in charge now. Your body is not just along for the ride, it is the instrument of your power. When fear hits, the herd slumps, shoulders hunch, gaze drops, breath becomes shallow. This posture broadcasts weakness and tells your own brain you are defeated. You must break this cycle with a physical reset. It is simple, immediate, and incredibly powerful. Chest out, chin up, shoulders back. Take a deep, slow breath that fills your lungs completely. Hold it for a moment, then let it out with control. This is not just posing, it is a biological hack. This posture tells your nervous system you are not prey, you are the power here. It changes your chemistry, lowering stress hormones and flooding your system with confidence. Do it right now. Feel the shift. Now attach a new thought to that powerful posture. As you stand tall and breathe deeply, say to yourself, I am here, I am ready. This is your anchor phrase. This is the command you give yourself when the old fears start to chatter. In a tense meeting, before a difficult conversation, standing at the edge of a new opportunity, plant your feet, reset your posture, and anchor yourself with those words. You are pulling yourself out of the storm of emotion and back onto the solid ground of your own presence. This practice builds a reflex of strength. Soon, you will not have to think about it. Your body and mind will snap into this state of readiness automatically. You are training your fear to work for you, not against you. Practice this in small moments every single day. When an annoying email arrives, sit up straight before you answer it. When you are running late, correct your posture as you walk. When you have to make an uncomfortable phone call, stand up and speak. You are building a library of evidence in your nervous system, proof that you can handle pressure with grace. Each small victory is a brick in the foundation of your unshakable confidence. You are proving to yourself, through action, that you are bigger than your temporary feelings. The lion does not become fearless in a day. It becomes fearless through 1,000 small decisions to face the rustle in the grass. This is your new relationship with fear. You will no longer see it as a stop sign halting all progress. You will see it as a gatekeeper. The very presence of fear means you are at the edge of your old territory, about to step into new growth. That trembling feeling is not a warning to turn back. It is an invitation to level up. Welcome it. Thank it for showing you where the real opportunity lies. Then, with your chest out and your breath deep, walk through that gate. On the other side is a stronger, more capable, and more confident version of you. The fear was real, but you are realer. You are here. You are ready. Let's go. Chapter 3. Claim your space. The art of presence. Before you speak a single word, you are already communicating. Your posture, your walk, the calmness in your eyes, the space you comfortably occupy, this is your silent broadcast to the world. The herd walks quickly, eyes darting, shoulders tight, as if apologizing for taking up room. The lion walks slowly with a relaxed certainty, owning every step. This is the art of presence, and it is the most immediate power you can claim. It is not about being the biggest person in the room. It is about being the most grounded. It is the feeling you project that says, I belong here, I am at peace here, and this moment is mine to experience. Mastering this silent language makes you unignorable before you even begin to speak. Let's start with your entrance. How do you walk into a room? Do you slide in quietly, hopping not to be noticed? Or do you enter with a calm, deliberate pace? Practice this. The next time you walk through any door, pause for just half a second on the threshold. Take a quiet breath, stand tall, and then move in. This tiny pause is a powerful ritual. It signals to your brain that you are shifting from one space to another, from one mode to another. It allows you to enter with intention, not by accident. You are not being thrown into a situation. You are choosing to join it. This simple act changes everything about how you feel and, more importantly, how others perceive you. Now let's talk about your stance. Your physical foundation broadcasts your mental state. The power stance is not aggressive or tense. It is relaxed and open. Feet planted firmly on the ground, about shoulder-width apart. Weight evenly distributed, not shifting nervously from foot to foot. Hands relaxed at your sides or gently clasped in front of you. This is a stance of readiness and stability. It says you are not poised to flee. You are prepared to engage. Practice standing like this while you wait in line, while you listen to someone, while you think. You are building a default setting of physical confidence. A tree with deep roots does not worry about the wind. You, with this stance, will not worry about the social winds around you. The most powerful tool in your silent arsenal is your gaze. The herd avoids eye contact. It is seen as a challenge or an invitation they do not want. The lion uses eye contact to connect, to assess, and to confirm its presence. When someone is speaking to you, give them the gift of your full attention. Look at them calmly. You do not need to stare aggressively, just hold a soft, steady focus. When you speak, look at your audience. This builds instant trust and authority. It communicates that you are confident in your own words and that you respect the person you are engaging with. Your eyes can project kindness, intensity, or command, all without a single sound. True presence is ultimately about your inner calm. It is the quiet mind inside the powerful body. The herd's mind is frantic, worrying about the past or anxious about the future. The lion's mind is focused on the present moment. You cultivate this by connecting to your senses. Right now, feel your feet on the floor. Listen to the most distant sound you can hear. Notice the temperature of the air on your skin. When you are fully in your senses, you cannot be lost in anxious thoughts. This practice creates a bubble of calm around you that others can feel. In a chaotic meeting, you become the eye of the storm. Your calm is contagious and commands a different kind of respect, the respect given to someone who cannot be easily shaken. From this day forward, you will no longer simply enter rooms, you will arrive. You will not just stand somewhere, you will occupy your space. You will not just look, you will see and be seen. This is not an act you put on, it is a truth you embody from the inside out. It starts with the decision to stop making yourself small. It grows with every practice of the pause, the stance, the gaze, and the breath. People will not always be able to say why, but they will feel a difference when you are near. They will sense a grounded, capable energy. They will listen a little more closely when you speak. You have claimed the space within yourself. Now watch as the world naturally makes space for you. Your presence is your first and most undeniable declaration of power. Chapter 4. Your circle is your kingdom. A lion alone is powerful, but a lion with a strong pride is unstoppable. Your journey to power is not a solo mission into the wilderness. It is about building your own loyal, capable tribe. The people you allow closest to you directly shape your energy, your thinking, and your destiny. The herd surrounds itself with whoever is nearby, valuing quantity of companionship over quality of character. The sovereign is fiercely selective, understanding that their inner circle is the foundation of their kingdom. Look at your life right now. Who energizes you? Who believes in your vision? Who would stand with you when challenges come? These people are your most valuable asset. Your first duty as a leader is to audit your pride. Identify your true allies. These are not just people who are fun or convenient. They are the ones who match your integrity and amplify your strength. They are honest even when it is hard. They celebrate your wins without jealousy. They challenge your ideas to make them better, not to tear you down. They have their own mission and drive, so they do not cling to you for their own purpose. Make a mental list or even write it down. Who are your 3 to 5 core allies? These are the members of your inner pride. Invest your time, your trust, and your loyalty in them deeply. A kingdom built on strong, trusting relationships is a kingdom that can withstand any storm. Now we must talk about the hyenas. These are the energy drainers, the complainers, the drama creators, and the subtle saboteurs. They masquerade as friends or colleagues, but their effect is always the same. They leave you feeling tired, doubtful, or diminished. They thrive on gossip, negativity, and a victim mentality. Their mission is not to hunt. It is to scavenge the energy and success of others. You must learn to spot them and with firm kindness limit their access to you. You do not need to have a dramatic confrontation. You simply stop feeding them your time, attention, and emotional energy. Protect your peace as a lion protects its cubs. Your growth requires a positive environment. Building a unified team means creating a culture where everyone feels valued and clear on the mission. Whether it is at work, in your family, or among your friends, you must be the one to set the tone. Communicate the vision. What are you all building together? Celebrate the unique strengths each member brings to the hunt. Foster loyalty by showing loyalty. Have your teams back publicly and address issues privately. When people feel safe, respected, and part of something meaningful, they will fight for it. They will roar with you, not just for you. Your pride's strength is not just the sum of its individuals. It is the power of their unified purpose and trust. A great leader creates more leaders, not just followers. Within your pride, look for potential. Who has a spark you can fan into a flame? Mentor them. Delegate real responsibility to them. Give them opportunities to lead a small hunt. Their success does not diminish yours. It multiplies the strength of your entire kingdom. When you empower others, you build a legacy of strength that goes far beyond your own reach. Your pride becomes a training ground for excellence. The bond you forge by lifting others up is unbreakable. They will remember who believed in them, and their loyalty will become one of your greatest sources of power and joy. Your circle is the reflection of the leader you are becoming. A scattered, chaotic, or negative circle will pull you back toward the herd. A tight, powerful, positive pride will propel you to heights you could never reach alone. Tend to this garden with care. Nurture the strong, supportive relationships. Prune away the toxic ones, even if it is difficult. Be the kind of ally you wish to have, loyal, honest, and strong. From this solid foundation of brotherhood and sisterhood, you will draw incredible courage. You will know you do not walk alone. Together, your unified roar will shake the very ground and declare to the world that a new force has arrived. Your kingdom is waiting. Build it with pride. Chapter 5. Communication that commands respect. Words are powerful, but how you deliver them determines whether they land with a thud or a roar. The herd communicates from a place of nervous energy, talking too fast, using too many words, filling every silence with noise to avoid discomfort. The lion understands that true authority lives in the pause. The space between your words is where your confidence breathes and where your listener absorbs your meaning. Before you speak, take a breath. When you make a key point, allow a moment of silence to let it sink in. This calm control shows you are not rushing, you are not seeking approval, and you are utterly confident in the value of what you are saying. Your silence can be more powerful than another person's shout. Now let's give your voice the power it deserves. A lion's roar is not a scream of panic. It is a deep, resonant projection that carries for miles. You do not need to be loud, but you do need to be clear. Practice speaking from your diaphragm, not your throat. Put a hand on your stomach. When you breathe in, feel it expand. When you speak, support your voice from this powerful core. Drop the pitch of your voice slightly. A deeper, slower tone conveys calm assurance. Articulate your words clearly. This is not about being theatrical. It is about being heard easily and taken seriously. A strong, clear voice physically commands attention and signals that the person speaking is in command of themselves. Your eyes are the anchors of your communication. When you speak, look at your listeners. Do not scan the room nervously or look at the floor. Hold gentle, steady eye contact with different people. This creates a powerful connection and shows undeniable confidence. It says, "I stand behind these words and I am speaking directly to you." When listening, give the speaker the same focused attention. This respectful engagement makes people feel valued and makes them more receptive to your ideas when it is your turn. Your gaze can convey trust, seriousness, or warmth, all essential tools for a leader. Let your eyes confirm the conviction in your voice. Great communication is as much about listening as it is about speaking. But lion-like listening is not passive, it is active and strategic. You are not just waiting for your turn to talk. You are fully engaged, seeking to understand the meaning behind the words. Nod to show you are tracking. Ask short, clarifying questions. Summarize what you heard to confirm. This level of listening does two things. It gives you superior information, and it makes the other person feel profoundly respected. People will tell you more, trust you more, and follow you more willingly when they know you truly hear them. Information is power, and listening is how you gather it. Tailor your message to your audience. A lion uses different sounds, a growl, a roar, a chuff for different purposes. You must do the same. Speaking to a close ally requires different language than motivating a large group or negotiating with a rival. Think about what your listener needs to hear to understand, to feel inspired, or to agree. Use stories to make points memorable. Use simple, concrete language instead of jargon. Speak to their values, not just your own goals. This flexibility shows emotional intelligence and greatly increases your influence. It is not changing your core message. It is delivering it in the most effective way for the hunt at hand. From this moment, see every conversation as an opportunity to practice sovereign communication. Speak less but mean more. Let your pauses work for you. Support your voice from your core. Connect with your eyes. Listen to understand, not just to reply. Choose words that land with impact. This is not about manipulating people. It is about honoring your ideas enough to present them with maximum clarity and strength. When you communicate like this, you stop asking for permission to be heard. You simply are heard. You command respect not by demanding it, but by embodying it in every word, every silence, and every look. Your voice is your roar. Make it count. Chapter 6. The Decision Muscle. Indecision is the cancer of power. The herd lives in a state of perpetual maybe, waiting for more data, a better sign, or someone else to choose for them. This hesitation drains energy, kills momentum, and surrenders your authority to circumstance. The lion understands that a good decision made now is infinitely better than a perfect decision made too late. In the wild, hesitation means missing the hunt or becoming the prey. In your life, hesitation means missing your chance. Your ability to decide, clearly and finally, is the most fundamental muscle of leadership. It is time to stop deliberating and start deciding. It is time to build your decision muscle until it is strong, fast, and reliable. First, you must reframe what a decision really is. A decision is not a guarantee of a perfect outcome. It is a commitment to a direction. It is choosing path A over path B with the understanding that you will handle whatever comes next. The herd is terrified of being wrong, so they freeze. The leader knows that even a wrong decision provides valuable information and momentum that standing still never will. Every decision you make is a step forward, even if it is just a step to learn the terrain. The goal is not flawless foresight. The goal is forward motion. Make peace with this, and the heavy weight of indecision will lift from your shoulders. Your gut instinct is not magic. It is your subconscious brain processing millions of data points faster than your conscious mind can. It is the lion's inner compass, honed by experience and awareness. When faced with a choice, especially under pressure, learn to tune into that physical feeling. Does one option make you feel light, open, and energized? Does another make you feel heavy, tight, or uneasy? Trust those signals. Your first instinct is often your clearest, before doubt and overthinking cloud the water. Practice on small decisions today. What to eat, which route to take. Choose quickly based on that gut feel. You are training yourself to listen to and trust your most ancient guide. To build any muscle, you must exercise it. Start making more small decisions swiftly and without looking back. Decide what you will work on first thing in the morning. Decide to end a pointless meeting on time. Decide to have the healthy lunch. Do not belabor these choices. Make them, act on them, and move on. This daily practice builds the neural pathways of decisiveness. It teaches your brain that making a choice is a normal, low-stress event. You are developing a reflex of closure. This momentum will then flow into your bigger decisions. When a major crossroad comes, your mind will be accustomed to the act of choosing, not the agony of debating. Once you make a decision, commit to it fully. This is where the herd fails again. They make a choice but keep looking over their shoulder at the path not taken. This half-in, half-out state ensures failure. When the lion commits to a hunt, it pours all its energy into the chase. Do the same. After you choose, burn the bridges in your mind. Stop questioning if it was right. Focus all your mental and physical resources on making your decision successful. This total commitment is what turns mediocre choices into great outcomes. Your energy, focused like a laser beam, can overcome many initial obstacles. Indecision is weakness. Commitment is power. You are now the decider of your life. No more committees in your mind. No more waiting for a sign from the universe. The sign is your own desire, your own logic, and your own instinct pointing the way. Use a simple framework for big choices. Gather necessary information quickly, check in with your gut, consider the worst-case scenario, and accept you can handle it, then choose. Announce your decision to someone if it helps. Then, step forward without a backward glance. Every decision you make strengthens your confidence. Every path you take teaches you something valuable. The world respects those who choose their path and walk it without apology. Your decision muscle is your sword and your shield. Wield it. Chapter 7. Protect what's yours. A kingdom without borders is an invitation for chaos. Your time, your energy, your focus, and your peace are the sacred territory of your life. The herd has fuzzy, weak boundaries. They say yes when they mean no, allow interruptions constantly, and let others dump their emotional baggage on them. They feel guilty for claiming their own space. The lion has clear, strong boundaries that are non-negotiable. These are not walls to keep people out. They are fences to protect what is valuable inside. Your first duty as the sovereign of your life is to define and defend your borders. What will you tolerate? What will you absolutely not accept? Your strength is meaningless if you cannot protect what matters to you. Setting a boundary begins with self-awareness. You must know what drains you and what fuels you. Does constant checking of emails after work leave you exhausted? Do conversations with a certain person always leave you feeling negative? Does saying yes to every small request leave no time for your big goals? These are invasions of your territory. Identify them clearly. A boundary is simply a rule you set for how others can interact with your time and energy. For example, I do not take work calls after 7 p.m., or I need to end this conversation if we are just complaining, or I require 24 hours notice for meetings. These rules are not mean. They are the structure that allows you to be your best, most powerful self. Communicating a boundary is where courage meets clarity. You do not need to be angry or aggressive. In fact, the most powerful boundaries are stated calmly and kindly as simple facts. Use I statements. I need to focus for the next hour, so I won't be checking messages. Or, I am not available to help with that right now. You do not need to over-explain or justify. A short, clear reason is enough, or sometimes no reason is needed at all. The lion does not explain why it protects its cubs, it just does it. When you state your boundary, be prepared to enforce it calmly. If someone pushes, repeat yourself kindly but firmly. Your consistency teaches people how to treat you. There is a vital difference between being aggressive and being assertive. Aggression attacks another person to dominate them. Assertiveness protects your own space with respect. Aggression says, "You are wrong for asking." Assertiveness says, "I cannot do that for you." One comes from anger and insecurity, the other comes from confidence and self-respect. Your goal is assertive protection. You are not trying to control others, you are controlling your own environment. This respectful firmness earns more genuine respect than aggression ever could. People may be surprised at first if you were previously passive, but they will quickly adapt and come to see you as a person of principle and strength. Your most important duty is to defend your people, your pride. This is the highest expression of protective power. When a member of your team, your family, or your inner circle is unfairly attacked or overlooked, you must step in. Provide them cover. Champion their work. Address unfairness on their behalf. This loyalty inspires fierce loyalty in return. It shows you are a leader who does not just seek power for yourself, but uses power to protect and elevate those in your care. Defending your people also means creating an environment where they feel safe to do their best work, to make mistakes, and to grow. A pride that feels protected is a pride that fights without fear. Protecting your peace is the ultimate act of self-leadership. This means guarding your mental space from negativity, unnecessary drama, and toxic inputs. It might mean limiting your consumption of news or social media. It certainly means ending gossip sessions and refusing to engage in pointless conflict. Your inner calm is the command center from which all your power flows. Do not let anyone or anything vandalize it. See yourself as the guardian of a sacred temple, your own mind and spirit. Every strong boundary you set, every no you utter, every drain you plug, is an act of devotion to your own sovereignty. A protected kingdom is a prosperous kingdom. Stand guard. Chapter 8. The Hunt, Turning Vision into Victory. A dream is just a picture in your mind. A goal is a dream with a plan and a deadline. The lion does not just want the feast, it identifies the specific prey, plans the stalk, and executes the takedown. This chapter is about turning your roaring vision into a real, tangible victory you can sink your teeth into. The herd has vague wishes. I want to be successful. I want to be happy. These are meaningless because they provide no direction. You must become specific. What does the prey look like? Is it launching a business by year's end? Is it losing 20 pounds? Is it learning a new skill? Name it, describe it in detail. The hunt cannot begin until you know exactly what you are hunting. With a clear target in mind, the next step is strategic patience, the stalk. This is not inaction, it is deliberate, quiet movement. Break your big goal down into the smallest possible steps. Want to write a book? The first step is not write a book. It is open a document and write one paragraph today. Want to get fit? The step is not get fit. It is put on my shoes and walk for 15 minutes after dinner. These tiny steps feel easy, almost too easy. That is the point. You are building momentum, not overwhelming yourself. The stalk is about consistent, invisible progress. You are closing the distance between you and your goal with quiet, daily discipline. The herd tries to sprint at the start and burns out. You will outlast them. Now for the sprint, the burst of decisive action when the moment is right. In your plan, identify the key moments that will require a concentrated push of energy and courage. Maybe it is finally having the sales conversation, publishing your work, or asking for the promotion. For these moments, you must summon your full power. This is where your trained confidence, your strong voice, and your decisive mindset come together. You have stalked patiently. Now you explode into action without hesitation. This focused intensity is what breaks through barriers. It is the final, powerful lunge that secures the prize. Conserve your energy for these sprints. Do not waste it on meaningless noise. Every hunt faces obstacles. The prey changes direction, the terrain gets rough, the weather turns. Your plan is a guide, not a prison. The lion adapts in real time. When you hit a roadblock, do not see it as failure. See it as new information. Pause, assess, and adjust your approach. Ask, what is this teaching me? What new path is now available? This agility is a superpower. The herd gives up at the first obstacle, calling the hunt impossible. You simply find another way. Your commitment is to the outcome, not to the specific path you first imagined. This flexible persistence is what separates those who dream from those who achieve. Do not let victory pass uncelebrated. When you achieve a milestone, when you finally make the catch, you must feast. The lion does not immediately run to the next hunt. It rests and enjoys the nourishment it has earned. This is crucial. Acknowledge your win. Take a moment to feel the pride, the satisfaction. Share it with your pride. This celebration does three things. It rewards your brain, creating positive reinforcement for the hard work. It allows you to recharge fully. And it proves to your subconscious that the hunt is worth it. The herd moves from task to task without savoring success, which leads to burnout. You will feast, knowing you have earned every bite. The hunt is the cycle of power: vision, planning, patient action, decisive strike, adaptation, and celebration. This is the rhythm of achievement. One successful hunt builds confidence and skill for the next, bigger one. You start with smaller prey to build your competence. Then you gradually take on more ambitious game. Each cycle strengthens every muscle you have been building: your decisiveness, your courage, your communication, your resilience. Life is not one big hunt. It is a series of them. You are not meant to graze forever in one field. You are built to hunt, to achieve, to provide, and to conquer. Your vision is your prey. Your plan is your stalk. Your action is your sprint. Go claim your feast. Chapter 9. Lead the hunt, share the feast. A lion that hoards all the meat soon eats alone. A leader who hoards all the credit, all the opportunity, and all the glory soon leads no one. True, lasting power is not about being the sole hero. It is about being the catalyst for collective victory. The lion leads the hunt, but the pride shares the feast. This principle transforms you from a solitary powerhouse into a legendary leader. Your success is no longer limited to what you can do alone. It is multiplied by what you can inspire others to achieve with you. Your legacy will not be what you accomplished for yourself, but what you enabled others to accomplish. This is the mark of a sovereign, not just a survivor. Delegation is not a sign of weakness. It is the ultimate sign of a confident leader. It means you trust your judgment in choosing capable people, and you trust them to execute. The herd's leader tries to do everything themselves, creating a bottleneck of stress and mediocrity. You must identify the strengths of each member of your pride. Give them ownership of tasks that play to those strengths. Provide clear direction and then get out of their way. This does not mean abandoning them. It means being available for guidance, not micromanagement. When you delegate effectively, you free up your own time and energy for the highest level strategic thinking, the true work of leadership. Your greatest creation as a leader will be more leaders. Look for the hungry, capable members of your team or circle. Mentor them. Share your knowledge freely. Give them challenging assignments that stretch their abilities. Allow them to make decisions and even to make small, safe mistakes from which they can learn. When they succeed, shine the spotlight on them publicly. This generosity of spirit builds an army of loyal, skilled allies. Their growth does not threaten your position, it secures it. You become the center of a network of power and capability. A kingdom with only one strong person is fragile. A kingdom with many strong leaders is unbreakable. Generosity from a position of strength is magnetic. When you share credit, share opportunity, and share rewards, you create a culture of abundance. People see that effort and loyalty are recognized and rewarded. They understand that winning with you means they win too. This is the opposite of the scarcity mindset of the herd, where people fight over crumbs. In your pride, everyone knows that a successful hunt means a feast for all. This culture attracts more talented people and inspires maximum effort. Be known as the leader who is fair, who recognizes contribution, and who is genuinely happy for the success of your team members. This reputation will become one of your most valuable assets. Loyalty is a two-way street. You cannot demand it, you must earn it and demonstrate it every day. Have your teams back in public. Defend them when they are unfairly criticized. Support their professional development. Show that you care about them as people, not just as tools to get a job done. When you are loyal to your people, they will walk through fire for you. They will give you their discretionary effort, the extra creativity, the late-night push, the unwavering support. This bond is what turns a group of individuals into a true pride, a unit that moves and thinks as one powerful entity. This loyalty is the bedrock of your kingdom's strength. Leading the hunt and sharing the feast completes the cycle of noble power. You provide direction, opportunity, and protection. Your team provides execution, talent, and loyalty. Together, you achieve what none of you could do alone. Then you all benefit from the success. This builds a perpetual motion machine of achievement and morale. You are not just building a project, you are building a community. You are not just hitting a target, you are creating a story of shared victory that everyone will remember. This is the highest calling of the Lion's Way, to use your strength not to stand above others, but to stand with them, to lift them, and to roar together in triumph. Your greatest power is the power you give away. Chapter 10. When you get kicked by the buffalo. No hunt goes perfectly every time. Even the mightiest lion gets knocked down, kicked, or outmaneuvered. The buffalo kicks back. The rain ruins the perfect ambush. This is not failure. This is part of the game. The difference between the herd and the leader is not that the leader never falls. It is what the leader does in the seconds after hitting the ground. The herd stays down, licking its wounds and declaring the hunt impossible. The lion shakes off the dust, assesses the new situation, and gets back into the fight. Your journey will include setbacks, rejections, mistakes, losses, criticism. These are not signs to quit. They are the required tests of your resolve. You have been kicked by the buffalo. Now get up. The first thing to master is the quick recovery. When you get knocked down, your instinct might be to spiral into shame, anger, or despair. This is the critical moment. You must have a practiced reset. It starts physically. Take a deep, controlled breath. Stand up straight. Roll your shoulders back. This posture shift interrupts the panic signal to your brain. Then mentally state the facts, not the story. Instead of "I'm a failure," say, "The presentation did not get the approval." Separate the event from your identity. This creates the small space you need to think clearly again. The fall is over. The only question that matters now is, what is my very next move? Every scar carries a lesson if you are brave enough to look for it. Once you are back on your feet and thinking clearly, conduct a calm after-action review. Ask yourself without judgment, what worked? What did not? What did I learn about the situation, about others, or about myself? Maybe you learned you need more preparation in a certain area. Maybe you learned who is not a true ally. Maybe you learned that your idea needs refining. This is not about blaming yourself or others. It is about mining the experience for valuable data. The buffalo's kick taught you something about the buffalo's behavior. Use that knowledge for your next hunt. A setback is just expensive training if you learn from it. Healing is not passive waiting, it is active restoration. After a hard knock, you must tend to your spirit. This might mean taking a short period of rest to recharge, a true rest, not a guilt-filled hideout. It might mean talking it through with a trusted member of your pride. It might mean engaging in an activity that rebuilds your confidence, like physical exercise or completing a few small, easy wins. You are not hiding from the world. You are repairing your armor and sharpening your claws. The lion does not crawl into a cave forever. It heals in the sun, then returns to the plains stronger and wiser. Allow yourself this crucial phase. You cannot lead from a place of hidden injury. The ultimate test is your willingness to hunt again. The memory of the kick will be there. The fear will whisper that it could happen again. This is where you call upon everything you have built. Remember your decision muscle. Remember your powerful posture. Remember your pride at your back. The goal is not to become fearless of the kick. It is to respect its power while refusing to let it dictate your future. Start small if you must. Plan a smaller, more manageable hunt to rebuild your confidence muscle. Each step back into the field will dilute the power of the old failure. You are proving to yourself, through action, that you are more resilient than any single setback. Let the scar become a badge of experience, not a brand of shame. Every great leader you admire has a collection of these scars, stories of falls and comebacks. These stories are what make them relatable, credible, and ultimately formidable. Do not hide your kicks, integrate them. They are proof you have been in the arena. They have taught you lessons that someone who has never fallen can never know. When you get up, dust yourself off, and move forward with renewed purpose, you are not just continuing your hunt. You are sending a message to yourself and to the world. I cannot be kept down. I learn, I heal, I adapt, and I return. The buffalo kicked you. So what? You are still the lion. Now roar. Chapter 11. The Long Game, Strength That Lasts. Flashy bursts of effort create drama. Consistent habits create legends. The lion's supremacy is not built on one spectacular hunt, but on its daily discipline, its strength, its alertness, its grooming, its rest. The herd is addicted to quick fixes and last-minute sprints, burning bright and then flaming out. You are playing a different game, the long game. This is about building strength that endures, power that is sustainable, and influence that compounds over years, not days. Your goal is not to be the brightest flash in the pan, but the steady, unstoppable force that shapes the landscape itself. This requires you to think like an architect, not a firework. Your foundation is built on non-negotiable daily habits. These are the small, repeatable actions that train your body, mind, and spirit for leadership. This is your apex training. It is not about brutal, unsustainable workouts. It is about moving your body consistently to build resilience and energy. It is about feeding your mind with valuable information, not just entertainment. It is about practicing your communication skills, your decision-making, and your calm presence in small ways every single day. These habits are like depositing coins in a bank of strength. Individually, they seem small. Over months and years, they compound into unshakable confidence and capability that no one can take from you. The world glorifies the hustle and shames rest. This is a herd mentality, confusing motion for progress. The lion understands the supreme power of the strategic pause. It rests for up to 20 hours a day, conserving energy for the critical moments of the hunt. You must master this rhythm. Schedule deep work and intense effort, then schedule genuine, guilt-free recovery. This could be a walk in nature, time with loved ones, a hobby that absorbs you, or simply doing nothing. Rest is not laziness. It is the necessary process that allows your body and mind to repair, consolidate learning, and return stronger. Ignoring rest leads to burnout, which is the total surrender of your power. Your mental fitness is even more critical than your physical fitness. Just as you train your body, you must train your mind to focus, to resist distraction, and to stay positive under pressure. Practice concentration by working in focus blocks without checking your phone. Build mental toughness by voluntarily doing hard things, a cold shower, a difficult workout, a challenging book. Actively manage your inner dialogue, replacing "I can't" with "I will learn." This mental discipline is your fortress. When chaos erupts around you, your trained mind will remain calm, clear, and solution-oriented. The herd's mind is a reactive storm. Your mind will be the calm, commanding center. True power is not loud, it is deep. It is the quiet confidence that comes from knowing you have done the work, day in and day out, regardless of who was watching. It is the knowledge in your muscles and your mind that you are prepared. This eliminates the need for boasting or proving yourself. You carry a silent, substantial weight. People sense this depth. They know they are not dealing with a surface-level player, but with someone who has reserves they cannot see. This depth commands a different, more profound level of respect. It makes you reliable in a crisis and trustworthy over the long term. Playing the long game requires patience and faith. You will not see transformative results in a week, but look back every quarter. You will see growth. Look back every year and you will see a transformation. The small daily deposits into your strength account will have added up to a fortune of skill, resilience, and influence. While others are exhausted from constant sprints and drama, you will have a steady, growing reservoir of energy and power. You are not running a race. You are building a kingdom. Kingdoms are not built in a day. They are built by consistent effort, smart rest, and an unwavering commitment to the vision. Stay the course. Your strength is becoming permanent. Chapter 12. The Old Lion and the Young Lion, Respect and Legacy. Every young lion with a fresh mane thinks it knows everything. It tests its strength, challenges boundaries, and believes the world is new. But on the edge of the territory, often watching from a wise, calm distance, is the old lion. His mane may be ragged, his pace slower, but his eyes hold the knowledge of 100 hunts, of droughts survived, and of battles won and lost. The herd dismisses age as weakness. The sovereign culture of the lion understands that wisdom is the ultimate trophy. Your journey to power is not just about looking forward. It is about looking sideways and backward to learn from those who have walked the path before you. Seek out your old lions. Finding a mentor is an active hunt, not a passive wish. Look for someone whose character you admire, who has achieved what you aspire to in a way that aligns with your values. Do not just look for the most famous or successful person. Look for someone who is generous with their knowledge. Then approach them with respect. Show that you have done your homework. Ask specific, thoughtful questions. Most importantly, listen far more than you speak. Do not ask them to give you their time for nothing. Offer value in return, your energy, your assistance on a project, your fresh perspective. A true mentorship is a mutual exchange of respect. The old lion teaches the young lion to hunt, and in return feels the pride of the legacy continuing. As you learn and grow, a wonderful responsibility emerges. You must become a mentor yourself. Look for the hungry, respectful young lions coming up behind you. This is not a burden. It is one of the greatest privileges of leadership. Share your lessons, especially the ones from your failures. Give them opportunities that stretch them. Protect them from the mistakes you can foresee. When they succeed, celebrate as if their victory is your own, because in a very real way it is. Teaching solidifies your own knowledge and forces you to articulate your philosophy. It connects you to the future and ensures your influence extends far beyond your immediate reach. You become a link in the chain of strength. Your legacy is not what you keep for yourself. It is what you plant in others that continues to grow after you have moved on. What will your roar be remembered for? Will it be remembered for the feasts you provided, the pride you protected, the wisdom you shared, and the leaders you created? Or will it be a faint echo of solitary victories? Start thinking now about the mark you want to leave on your family, your team, your community. Let this question guide your decisions. Be generous with your knowledge. Build systems and cultures that last. Empower people so thoroughly that they can thrive even in your absence. This is how you achieve immortality, not in stone, but in spirit. Respect flows in both directions along this chain. You honor those who taught you by living according to their best lessons and by adding your own hard-won wisdom to the body of knowledge. You earn the respect of those you teach by being a guide, not a dictator, by empowering, not controlling. This cycle of respect creates a culture of continuous growth and loyalty. It turns a group of individuals into a lineage, a tradition of excellence. In your pride, everyone should know they are part of something older and bigger than themselves. They are part of a story of strength that they will one day help pass on. This sense of belonging and purpose is incredibly powerful. You stand now in the middle of this powerful circle. Look back with gratitude to the old lions who shaped you, knowingly or not. Look forward with responsibility to the young lions you will guide. Your journey is no longer just about you. It is about your role in the timeless cycle of leadership. Your strength gains its deepest meaning when it is used to strengthen others. Your roar finds its fullest echo when it inspires others to find their own voice. This is the noble heart of the lion's way. You are not just building a career or a reputation. You are building a legacy that will roar long after you. Be the bridge between the wisdom of the past and the promise of the future. Chapter 13. Quiet Confidence, the Power in Stillness. The loudest lion in the pride is rarely the one in charge. True authority often resides in a deep, calm stillness. After learning to roar, you must now master the power of silence. The herd is noisy, constantly reacting, commenting, and seeking attention to prove it exists. The sovereign knows that his or her existence does not need constant validation. Quiet confidence is the ultimate display of security. It is the knowledge that your power is so inherent, so integrated into your being, that you do not need to perform it. You can simply be. This calm center is your most formidable asset in negotiation, in crisis, and in leadership. It is the eye of the storm where all true power is directed from. Not every moment requires a roar. In fact, most moments do not. The lion uses a range of communications, a low growl to warn, a soft chuff to greet, a silent stare to command attention. You must develop this emotional and communicative range. Sometimes, a silent, steady look across a meeting table carries more weight than a passionate speech. Sometimes, simply listening without immediately offering a solution conveys more confidence than jumping in to fix everything. Your silence creates space for others to think, to reveal themselves, or to become uncomfortable and fill the void, often with valuable information. Let your quiet presence do the work for you. Your greatest strategic advantage is the ability to observe more and react less. The herd is reactive, tossed about by every new piece of gossip, every minor setback, every flash of emotion. From your calm center, you become the observer. Watch people's patterns. Listen to what is said and, more importantly, what is left unsaid. See the dynamics of the room before you engage. This observational posture gives you superior information and prevents you from wasting energy on trivial matters. It allows you to pick your battles with perfect precision. When you finally do choose to act or speak, it will be from a place of complete understanding, making your move far more effective. Cultivating this inner calm is a daily practice. It begins with controlling your physical reactions. When stress hits, breathe deeply before you speak. Slow down your movements deliberately. Lower the volume and pitch of your voice. This physical slowing sends a direct signal to your nervous system to downshift from panic to poise. Mentally practice detaching from the drama. Ask yourself, will this matter in a week, a month, a year? This perspective shrinks most problems down to their true size. Your calm is a choice, a discipline. It is the decision to respond from your center, not from the chaotic edges of your emotions. This quiet confidence is magnetic. It draws people in because it feels safe and strong. In a world of noise and anxiety, a person who is deeply calm and assured stands out like a giant tree in an open field. People will seek your counsel. They will want to be near your energy. They will trust your judgment because you appear unflappable. Your calm becomes a gift you give to your team, stabilizing them in turbulence. It allows you to think clearly when others are panicking, to see opportunities where others see only threats. This is not aloofness. It is anchored strength. It is the power that comes from knowing exactly who you are without needing to tell anyone. Embrace the power of the pause, the strength of the stare, the authority of silence. Let your actions, when you take them, speak volumes. Your confidence will cease to be something you switch on and off. It will become the background music of your life, a steady, low hum of capability. You will move through the world not with a noisy need for approval, but with the serene assurance of a force of nature. The lion does not need to roar to remind the plains it is king. Its simple, calm presence is enough. So it is with you. Your journey has brought you from seeking external validation to embodying internal sovereignty. Now, sit in your stillness. It is from this quiet place that you will rule your world. Chapter 14. Your unique roar, authentic power. Copying another lion's roar will only ever make you an echo. The world does not need a cheaper version of someone else. It needs the full, original power of you. The herd finds safety in imitation, adopting the styles, opinions, and behaviors of the popular leaders. This path leads to a hollow kind of success that feels unsatisfying and is easily seen as fake. The lion's way is about discovering and projecting your authentic power, the kind of strength that is perfectly blended with your true personality, values, and quirks. This is where you move from applying techniques to embodying a philosophy that is unmistakably your own. Your roar must be in your own key. Start by identifying your core strengths and values. What are you naturally good at? Is it connecting with people, seeing the big picture, executing details with precision, or creating inspiring visions? What principles are non-negotiable for you? Integrity, creativity, loyalty, justice. Your authentic power is the fusion of what you are good at and what you believe in. This is your unique leadership signature. It might be gentle but firm. It might be fiercely competitive but fair. It might be wildly creative but disciplined. There is no one right style. The only wrong style is one that is not true to who you are at your best. Your power must feel like a comfortable, potent skin, not a stiff, borrowed costume. Now blend the lion's traits with your human personality. You have learned calmness, decisiveness, and protectiveness. How do those traits express themselves through you? If you are a naturally humorous person, your calmness might be a laid-back, witty observation. If you are more analytical, your decisiveness might come with a well-explained rationale. Do not force yourself to be the alpha stereotype if that is not you. A leader can be thoughtful, can be collaborative, can be an introvert. The lion's power is in its essence, its courage, its loyalty, its sovereignty, not in a single behavioral template. Your authenticity makes your power sustainable and relatable. Your past experiences, even your perceived weaknesses, have shaped your unique perspective. That scar from a past failure might give you empathy for others struggling. Your time in the herd might make you a better guide for bringing people out of it. Do not hide these parts of your story, integrate them. They add depth, texture, and credibility to your leadership. They make you human. People follow humans they can connect with, not perfect, polished statues. Your unique roar includes the full range of your experience, the struggles, the learnings, the recoveries. This vulnerability, when shared from a place of strength, is incredibly powerful. Leading in a way that feels right to you is the ultimate freedom. It means you are no longer comparing your journey to anyone else's highlight reel. You set your own benchmarks for success based on your values. You make decisions that align with your inner compass, even if they are unconventional. This self-trust is the highest form of confidence. It allows you to enjoy the journey because you are not constantly performing. You are simply expressing. When you lead authentically, you attract the right people, those who resonate with your true frequency, and you repel those who would not be a good fit for your pride. This creates a healthier, more aligned environment for everyone. From this day forward, commit to refining your own roar. Experiment. Try different ways of communicating, leading, and deciding until you find the methods that feel both effective and genuine. Pay attention to when you feel energized and when you feel drained in your leadership roles. Your energy is a great guide. Your authentic power is your greatest gift to the world. It is what you and only you can offer. Do not dilute it. Do not apologize for it. Hone it, trust it, and let it ring out clear and true. The plains are vast enough for every type of lion. Find your territory, stand tall in it, and let the world hear the sound that only you can make. That is your legacy in the making. Chapter 15. The Circle of Life, Power with Purpose. Strength for its own sake is a dead end. A lion that is powerful but has no pride to protect, no territory to steward, and no legacy to build is just a dangerous wanderer. The final piece of the lion's way is understanding that your power is not a trophy to be admired. It is a tool to be used. It is a responsibility. The circle of life shows that every creature has a role, a purpose that contributes to the whole. Your ultimate hunt is to discover the purpose that makes your strength meaningful. What will you build with your power? Who will you protect? What positive mark will you leave on your corner of the world? This question lifts your journey from personal achievement to profound impact. Look beyond your own immediate goals. Your confidence, your leadership skills, your resilience, these are now resources. How can you deploy them for something bigger than yourself? This might mean mentoring young people in your community. It might mean using your professional success to create opportunities for others who are starting out. It might simply mean being the strong, calm center for your family, providing a foundation of safety and love. Purpose gives direction to your power. It turns your daily habits and decisions into part of a sacred mission. This sense of mission provides a fuel that no amount of selfish ambition can ever match. It makes you tireless and inspires others to join you. The ultimate win is not a bank account or a title, though those can be byproducts. The ultimate win is a life of respect and impact. Respect that is earned not through fear, but through integrity, generosity, and competence. Impact that is measured in the people you lifted up, the problems you solved, and the positive change you created. This is what endures. Long after individual victories are forgotten, people will remember how you made them feel, what you stood for, and what you helped them become. This is the feast you share with the world. This is the roar that echoes through time. Integrate your power into every role you play. You are not a leader only at work and a follower at home. The lion's way is a holistic way of being. Bring your confidence and protectiveness to your family. Bring your clarity and decisiveness to your friendships. Bring your generosity and mentorship to your community. You are the same person in every arena. This integrity, this wholeness, is the final stage of your development. There is no separation between the powerful you and the real you. They have become one. You lead from who you are in all situations, and that consistent authenticity is your most powerful message. Your life itself becomes your territory, and everything in it, your relationships, your work, your health, your spirit, is part of your pride to nurture and protect. Steward this kingdom with wisdom. Use your strength to create order, beauty, and growth. Use your courage to defend what is good. Use your wisdom to guide those who look to you. This is the sovereign's duty, to use the gifts they have fought to develop in the service of something greater. This completes the circle. You left the herd to gain your strength. You gained your strength to build your pride. You built your pride to rule a worthy kingdom. That kingdom is your life, lived with purpose. Now you see the full panorama of the lion's way. It began with a single decision to lift your head. It led you through trials that forged your spirit. It taught you to lead by elevating others. And it culminates in this, a powerful life lived on your terms in the service of a purpose that makes your heart roar. You are no longer just surviving. You are not just succeeding. You are signifying. Your presence makes a difference. Your actions have weight. Your life has meaning. This is the promise fulfilled. You heard the call, you walked the path, you faced the buffalo, you found your roar. Now go live in the full power of your purpose. The circle is complete and it begins anew with every life you touch. Conclusion: the pride awaits you. Look at how far you have come. You began this journey as someone who may have felt like just another member of the herd, feeling that quiet hunger for more. You are finishing it as a sovereign in training, equipped with the mindset, the skills, and the heart of a lion. You learn to hunt instead of graze, to feel fear and move forward anyway, and to claim your space with silent power. You built a loyal pride, mastered commanding communication, and forged a muscle of decisive action. You learned to protect your territory, lead the hunt, and share the feast. You got kicked by the buffalo and got back up. You built strength for the long game, learned from the old lions, and found your own unique, authentic roar. Finally, you discovered the profound truth that all this power finds its highest expression in purpose. This is your new foundation. This is the law of the pride written in your bones. Your training is complete, but your leadership has just begun. The lion's way is not a destination you arrive at and then stop. It is a path you walk for the rest of your life. Every day is a new plains to survey, a new decision to make, a new member of your pride to encourage. There will be new challenges, bigger buffalo and fiercer storms. But you are no longer the person who faced the first page of this book. You are stronger, wiser, and calmer. You have a pride in your mind and in your life that stands with you. You have a roar that is yours alone. From this day forward, move through the world with the calm certainty of one who knows their power and its purpose. The herd will part before you. Opportunities will scent your confidence. Your territory will expand. The pride, your tribe of fellow seekers and leaders, awaits your contribution. Step forward and lead. The sun is rising on your hunt. Let it begin.